Jason Schnitzer here with O.C Realtor Talk, and what I've got for you today is week 10 of our 2022 real estate market. How's the real estate market? My goal in these videos is always just to give you a quick update on what's happened in the last week and what's going on in the real estate market in just a few minutes. And as always, we start off with statistics. So one of the best ways to figure out what's going on with trends in real estate is following the numbers. And week over week since 2022 has begun, we've seen inventory creep up here in Orange County from about 1,200 houses all the way up into 1,400 houses, kind of speaking true to our philosophy on our busiest time of the year or real estate season being March, April, and May. It's these months that we start seeing the most amount of activity. That's houses coming on the market and houses going off the market. Of course, that varies depending on what's going on with interest rate in the past few years. But what is interesting is interest rates have crept up. Now we've gone from just under 3% rates all the way up to pushing up against 4% rates, all in about the last 60 to 90 days, really since the turn of 2022. So it's kind of been my theory that as interest rates creep up, affordability is going to start being taken away. In other words, payments are going to be more expensive for buyers with our high prices, just pricing certain people out of the market and having a direct supply and demand effect. So there's going to be less demand for the high priced houses because there's just not going to be as many people that are going to be able to afford those houses. But what is going on right now is if you do own real estate, your property has increased with inflation and appreciation. And therefore, when you sell and you buy, you end up with a couple $100,000 more than you anticipated. So when that next up leg purchase or down leg purchase that you're making or investment purchase that you're making is a little more expensive, that's why we're starting to see houses selling over list price. And when I say over list price, I mean significantly over list price. And it's very dependent on the price range that you're in. For example, the $700,000 price range, you can expect maybe $50,000 over list price, maybe more. In the $1 million+ price range, depending on how the house is listed compared to the comparables, you could see 100, maybe even 200,000 over list price. The last couple of offers that I've gotten accepted for clients have been over 100,000 over list price on one and over 200,000 list price on the other. And there are multiple people willing to pay that price. Not only that, they're willing to remove contingencies, shorten timelines on their contingencies, the full gambit of things. So now more than ever, if you're selling a house, if you're buying a house, you need to make sure that you are very sure about the person that you choose to help you sell your house or buy your house. If they're a part-time agent or just started doing this thing and aren't familiar with our market or the location that you're selling or buying in, you're starting off with the short end of the stick, if you will. You're really putting yourself at a disadvantage. I truly believe that you need to have a firm grasp on the market right now in order to be successful. And my success as an agent equals my success for my clients. Time after time, we see selling agents cut their sellers short. Had they implemented the strategies that we use, you don't know whether or not you could have gotten an extra $50,000, sometimes even $100,000 for your client in this market. And from the buyer's perspective, if you don't know how to package your offer properly and give yourself the best chance to get into escrow, again, you're really cutting yourself short there on your chance at that dream home and what are the odds of that property potentially coming up again in the future. So again, if you guys ever have any questions or want to talk strategy, right now we're working with a bunch of sellers that are planning for a month or two from now, sometimes 6 months from now, meeting with somebody today about buying in 6 months, selling and buying in 6 months. And like I've said in past videos, if you sold or bought a house even 3 years ago, our market is completely different. So your expectations should be different and you should be planning accordingly different. And really now's the time to strategize with your realtor. And if we're your guys, we'd love to help. feel free to give us a call, reach out to us on social media, book a free consultation online at GaryandJason.com. Again, free to you guys, and we just like to help plan out what you're going to do with what is most of the time your most expensive asset. So thanks for watching, you guys. Catch you next week. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this week's episode of O.C Realtor Talk. If you gained any value from this video, we'd really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, and followed us on all our social media platforms.
Yeah, what Jason, I believe, is really, really important for you, whether you're buying a house or selling a house, is understanding the process and knowing exactly what you're getting into. So if you ever have any questions, just follow the links below and we'll get you those answers.